Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night, as both great houses hold court and retain title to their respective regions. KOTT News caught up with an outcast cult member in Morningdale after their victory. All right, congratulations on your victory here in Morningdale, once again retaining the rain-drenched mountain region. How do you feel it went down out there?
Pretty well, but there are some things we got to work on, John. I mean, for sure, we had some discipline issues out there, some things we should have done better, could have done better, myself included. So definitely a work in progress for some of our players.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel the terrain and weather affected your play tonight?
We always enjoy a good Morningdale War. Lots of opportunity for some big fat Dex plays out there. Lots of opportunities for some elite blunderbuss play. I do want to make sure to mention that Panda Uchiha is the greatest blunderbuss bow, musket, bruiser player that's ever existed. I think he's also BIS IGVG, and he's also BIS and other things that haven't even been created yet.
Your faith in Panda Uchiha is remarkable, I must say.
He's unstoppable. He's a machine.
Do you have any future ambitions here in the Northeastern Territory?
Well, I want to keep it upgraded and want Morningdale to be a place where people can come and do their crafting and feel good about what's happening. We try and take care of the territory as much as possible and not have too many trash buffs up. So come get a house in Morningdale while we have it. You always have Hale and Hardy. You always have Stalwart. You always have some meaningful crafting buffs.
Yes, lately I've been hearing people looking for engineering.
Engineering is one that we like to keep up here. I like to try and keep an exotic one up here. I think we keep Arcanist up here because a lot of people don't have Arcanist. I think we're going to put engineering up in Morningdale next.
Later in Monarch's Bluff, KOTT News were able to get a word from the reigning rulers of the monarchy.
It was a hard-fought one, man. This was a hell of a war.
Indeed.
25 mercs. I think they got outcast. Quite a bit of yellow. A few named war players, I think is the correct verbiage we like to use.
Yeah, I've heard that term bantered about recently. Named war, indeed. Yeah, in your fort with 20 minutes to go, but you held the line. Little Eye of the Tiger. Take us through it a little bit more.
We definitely did. Special shout out to the rotate teams that we had set up there. Groups 3 and 7.
And
their kill squad was tough, man. They got up on the fence. They were raining arrows down on us. We were just deflecting that shit, trying to go up and hold them off. It was great. Definitely adrenaline pumping, that's for sure.
Excellent indeed. Was there anybody out there who really stood out in their efforts?
You know, particularly, I want to shout out Forcewain on the kill squad. I don't know who that man is or where he came from, but man, he came out of nowhere. He was tearing it up.
While retiring to the hot springs to relieve some muscle aches, KOTT News stumbles onto a hot scoop. All right, I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to give away anybody's any strategies you might have that you got close to the vest, but you look like you might be theatrical. Do you have are you a playwright or an author by chance?
I dabble in a lot of things, you know. They call me, Jack. It's John, they call me Jack, Jack of all trades type of beat, but I can't really tell you too much, but I can tell you that it's going to be very entertaining when we come back.
Excellent. Well, we'll be looking forward to this new company. And that your company name again?
The Wozniaks.
The Wozniaks. You got it. Here come the Wozniaks to the server, everybody. Look out for the Wozniaks coming soon. Quickly to the weather, and it looks like the sun will return and grace us with another day of sunshine and comfort. But oh my goodness, the evening storms that will occur as 30% of the corruption invasion forces scatter across the island. 3 more lineup submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. Up first, the Covenant forces of Error.pxp assault the Syndicate members of JDB's Kitchen for control of the secondary oil reserves of Cutlass Keys. Error.pxp turn south and attack the next opponent in their path along the western shoreline, as they hook south into the crocodile-infested Keys, seeking their next waypoint. JDB and his kitchen staff may look isolated and cut off from the rest of the island, but they're not trapped, they're secluded. To them, it's another pleasant night of individual engagement. Meanwhile, the Marauders of Bottom of B-tier Dodgers attack the Covenant forces of Coconut Wireless for control of the bear-infested deep forests of Brightwood. Dodgers' forces returned to the woods they clear-cut once before. And now that the saplings others planted have grown, they have returned to strip the forest yet again. The druids of Coconut Wireless have been communing with the bears as the Azoth-infused trees regrow. So they're already at the fort standing by to prevent deforestation. Later, the Covenant forces of outcasts assail the Marauders of bottom of B-tier Dodgers for control of the master fishing port town of Reekwater. The Union Busters of Outcast return to reimpose their 100% tax on the Reekwater Union of Fishermen, but their pro-bridge stance is simply 1 inch too far. Dodgers' leadership have vowed to claim all the dreary regions of the island. Preventing improper bridge construction is just a fortunate coincidence. We'll have any late-breaking outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.